Okay, students, you are studying in this class because its class is going on in just English. But you are observing many students are asked the questions. They are just, sir, why English is important? Because if I am living in our nations, today's are Hindustan, so that's why the English is required. Because English is not our Devanagari, that means our Rashtra language, but it's the most important because today's our globalizations time is going now, so that everybody are depends on the connected to the each other country. After that country, after our nations, after out of the our country, many nations, many countries are just observing and studying and giving the importance for the English only, because they have the knowledge of the English. And you will be observed that today's are going now in your court, in our nations, in our city. If you quote, just a lawyer or a judge are working there, they are working just in English only. If you will go for a medical shop and your medicine, if you have not a knowledge of the English, you cannot be read or understand that medicine in the shop or in the doctor will also write in a English language your disease or your performance. So that's it's the most important. Many examples are going on now today, so that's English, without English cannot be survived. I accept you that means English language is not our national language, but if you want to survive a properly or a good life, so that means English is a compulsory, not a only one language. It's a today's required that a many language is required to learn for that, because if you have the more and more knowledge, thereafter you have properly survive in a other country. If you go for a US, you go for Russia, Germany, Japan, there is just English language is a most important for the other nations. Local language is also going on now, but there are just English is a compulsory for the other nations. It's a most important, because if you go for the exams today, you will be observed that whose students are knowledge of the English, they are give the answer properly, but they have a knowledge in the Hindi, because Hindi proper is not understand, and it's harder than the English, so that the English is an easy language for learning.